Start off with your eyes open tonight. Take a steady gaze in front of you, some point in front of you. It doesn't have to be anything specific. In fact, it's best if it isn't. It's best if it's just kind of nowhere in front of you, but somewhere. Just in space. And cultivate a sense of peripheral vision, as if you're looking out of your ears as well, sensing the whole orb, the whole circumference in every dimension of your experience. A 360-degree orb. The body is breathing, and the heart is beating. As you gaze, feel into the breath. And see if you can cultivate a kind of reverse yawn, as if the inhale into your belly was the yawn. And there's a kind of expansive dropping into the fullness of the inhale as the diaphragm reaches its peak of contraction. And release on the exhale. So the sense of both inhale and exhale are ones of release. And they are. You know, on the inhale, whilst the diaphragm is contracting down, flattening down, the belly muscles are softening and relaxing. And on the exhale, the tummy muscles are coming in and maybe contracting a little, but the diaphragm's relaxing. So both have that release element to them. And taking 5 minutes to really land in this is a potent way. Breathing in through the nose. One of those kind of Buddha smiles. And all the muscles of the face soften and relax. Finding that beautiful, muscular, energetic, expansive release on the inhale. And that drop, it even feels like a gravitational drop on the exhale, like So my experience is more expansive on the inhale, but it's a release and it's a drop on the exhale. But find out, what's your experience? What does it feel like? You might have a different nuances, a different way of expressing it, a different way of feeling it even. And the ribs are super relaxed and still. The rib muscles are relaxed and still. Nasal passages are active, opening for the breath. Sometimes this breath can feel so beautiful in its expansive, open qualities, simple, releasing abdominal breath. It feels like you're falling in love. Remember that feeling of falling in love? It feels like that with every breath. And you kind of are, you're falling in love with the breath, with life itself. body is breathing, breath is happening. And fully landing in this. And your experience of feeling into the body becomes more sensitive, over a few minutes of breathing maybe, you start to notice the pulse, the whole body pulsing. You might notice in your arms first, or your legs. You might notice in your groin. You might notice in your belly, or your chest where the heartbeat is, or your neck, your head even. You'll notice it somewhere first. There'll be a sensation, there'll be an awareness of the pulse of the body. And as your interoception, the feeling sense that the breath draws you into becomes more acute. You might notice that the whole body is dancing, even though it's relatively still. Since the Nyabingi drums of the Jamaican reggae movement are based around the heartbeat, you might notice that your body is dancing, continuously dancing the Nyabingi. Even though it's still. And whatever may or may not be going on in your head, in terms of thought forms, conceptualizations, stories, meanings, allow them, invite them to settle and land into the release of the breath, that expansive inhale. The gravitational release of the exhale. Let all the formations mind takes be absolutely fine, be perfect as they are. And feel, watch them dissolve over time. It might be a microsecond, it might be seconds, it might be a minute, as they flow and dissolve. Into the release of the pulse of the body, the Nyabingi. The expansive and the gravitational drop of the breath. The rhythm of the heart. Being a constant invitation to the mind. Consistent, continuous invitation to the mind. To let go. And to join the dance. The dance of emptiness. the inconceivable dance, where concepts, meanings, and thought forms become like wisps of mist, beams of sunlight, clouds in a summer sky. Momentary here, and gone, and gone. And all that's left is the pristine, beautiful, clear awareness. The original nature of mind. Rest deeper and deeper and deeper. As the breath and the heart dance together, and the mind joins in. And let your mouth drop open a tiny, tiny little bit. A tiny percentage of air slip through the mouth on the inhale. Almost imperceptible, but it's there. You can feel it. You can feel it trickle across the tongue. Staying here, fully present. In this place, now. Where there's no future. And also no past. So present, so clear. Zero trance state. Not drifting away. Despite the ever increasing sense of relaxation and release. The ever increasing sense of relaxation and release. There's no drifting away into a trance state. Staying fully present. Resting in presence. In the trance state of conceptualization, dissolving the current experience into a string of thoughts and meanings, is less and less likely to occur as you release the energy down into the body. And if it does occur, then they dissolve. No problem. There's no problems to solve here. Nothing to be done. No to-do list. Just this. Feel that tiny percentage of air just trickling across the tongue still. So we're not allowing even nasal breathing to become dogma. In this place, there are no dogmas. Pulse of the heart, expanding through the whole body. And it's Nyabingi rhythm. There might be momentary breath holds just simply arising, what they call Kevala Kumbhak in yoga. It's the spontaneously arising breath holds that occur in the natural state. And they facilitate and enhance the experience of the expansion, the release, gravitational release of the exhale, and the resting in presence. So there's no disturbance, no distraction from presence. And in this state of increasing presence, there's neither fear nor is there hope. Fear and hope are expressions of possible futures. Desires for possible futures. Concerns about possible futures. And in this practice of presence, there's no future. Therefore, no concern, no worry, no planning, no need to do anything. Don't be surprised to find yourself landing in a state where there is just crystal clarity, deep relaxation and presence, open-hearted, crystal clarity, deep relaxation and presence. It's called a practice in as much as it takes time to remember with simplicity. And we often have to repeat the unfolding into this state. So it feels like we're doing work when we're undoing. We're stopping the work. This is a holiday, a holy day. Every inhale, feeling the expansion into the 360-degree breath, horizontal breath, back and the front of the body, sides of the body expanding. And a release as the belly expands. And the release of the exhale as the belly comes in. And the diaphragm that releases. You might feel the counterbalancing of subtle forces in the body. The upward and downward forces, gravity and anti-gravity. Not that anti-gravity is a force, but gravity is. Anti-gravity is the livingness of the body. It's that which rises up against gravity. In a vortex, a dance of decreasing entropy, powered by breath. And fuel, all derived from sunlight and water and carbon dioxide. Inexorably, inescapably connected at a systemic level into everything that exists. With all the distinctions of individual nervous systems and their uniqueness and their beauty and their stories. Our uniqueness, our beauty, our story. At the same time, systemically, utterly intertwined. Simply allowing yourself to relax into things as they are. So that we no longer lift ourselves out of suchness, isness, thisness, presence. In the vortex of anxiety and fear about the next moment, or the one after that, or the one after that. It's a practice in as much as we're learning simply to drop and let go and stop the work. Be here, breathing, releasing, pulsing. Subtle dance of the rhythm of the heart. Mind relaxing into crystal clarity, whole of livingness, resting in presence, cognitively, emotionally, physically, whatever's happening physically. It's harder when there's strong sensation, and yet it's possible. And systemically, broad reach of breath into all of livingness. Just breathe. Just breathe. And relax into this space of awareness, presence. Still gently gazing into space. Trickle of breath coming across the tongue. Put a smile on the lips. All of this effortless expressions of presence. And the feeling state of presence. There's several names. None of them do it justice. One of them is peace. Allow yourself to bathe, expand, extend into the feeling space of presence. There's peace. This is the kind of peace that doesn't have an opposite. It's the one hand clapping of peace. Another name for it is love. But it's not love that has an object. objectless, all-encompassing, unconditional love. It includes all of this and more, so much more. Another name for it is compassion. Names. Just breathe and feel. Be present here and now, in all moments. Systemically connected to all of life. Neurologically unique. Gently close your eyes, 3/4 close them. Practice staying fully present. Not drifting. Not entrancing. Feeling into the subtle energy of the body, the subtle, scintillating, vibrational quality of form. Allowing your attention to settle into the quantum scintillation of physicality. All the particles that make up every single atom of this livingness. 99.9% empty space. And the rest scintillating, vibrating energy, sparkling into and out of existence continuously. The Kashmiri Shiva is called Spanda. Stay with breath awareness. expansive inhale, the release of the exhale, it's still happening. It's not going away. And also the spanda, the scintillation, the rhythm of the heart, and also the scintillation. And how this scintillation and the heart are the same. How the scintillation and the breath are the same. The scintillation and the body are the same. And as we let this clarity drop deeper into the scintillation, what do you find? What can be found? No thing can be found. It just is. Allowing yourself to rest, clear, present, expansive, compassionate, into the no thing. Which by its very nature is at the same time everything. How this breath, this heartbeat, this crystal clarity of presence is both no thing and everything. Interchange the breath now. Consciously change the breath, breathing in through the nose, flickering the nostrils wide, right up into the chest, bringing the breath right up into the chest, expansive horizontal and vertical breath, front to back of the body. And exhale with an audible hum, make it as loud and beautiful as you can. We'll repeat many, many times. Optimize the inhale. Turn your eyes upward into the skull if you want to. Supersize the inhale. Extend the exhale. Four breaths like this. Bring your hand up and we do alternate nostril breathing. You can use your hands like this if you want to, whatever is easiest. Simply finger, thumb and forefinger. Breathe in through one side. Doesn't matter which side you breathe in through first. Just trust your body. See how slowly you can breathe in. Hold the breath for as long as it's comfortable, as long as it's possible for you to hold in a really good way. And breathe slowly out. Let go. Slowly, slowly, slowly breathing out. Just turn around that exhale directly into the inhale. Don't worry about holding the breath there. Long, slow inhale. Hold that breath again, as long as it's comfortable. And go softly and deeply into the breath hold. I'm not going to count. Doesn't matter how long it is. I'm going with the feeling. Maybe longer some breath holds than others. No comparison, no competition, no metrics. Three more breaths like this. Relax the hand down at the end of the next exhale. Gently pulsing on the inhale, so coming into a pulsing step-by-step inhale. Again, slow as you can. A micro hold. A long, slow exhale through both nostrils. Feeling into the central line of the body, the central feeling of upward and downward energy, gravity, and this life force that creates the experience of anti-gravity. Dancing with each other, intertwined around each other on both the inhale and the exhale. Both happening at exactly the same time. And after the next exhale, let go of any control over the breath. Keep the eyes closed for a little bit and really feel into the body. Notice how the body is, belly, pelvis, pelvic area, chest, heart, head. Feeling the breath, feeling the heartbeat. Very gently open your eyes and look straight out in front of you again, gazing into space. It's like we started. The breath breathes itself. The heartbeat itself. Effortless sitting. Some call it sahaja. Some call it the great perfection. Some call it the great seal. Great mudra. It's not called any of these things. It's nothing, no thing, and everything. Completely and utterly intertwined. Just resting. And just gently shake your head and jaw. Make a little bit of sound. Wiggle your body. emotion always goes down well. Stick your tongue out. Hold on.